Council has our dispatch from Red Hill, England.
At the Berney-Edwards household, things can get a bit chaotic. With 2 kids under 2,
Bye-bye.
someone is always on the move, and with that comes the cheers
Cheerfulness. Oh!
and the tears. But Graeme and Simon Berney-Edwards wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, bye-bye.
You see, there was a time when they thought they could never have any of this.
You just sort of step back and go, wow.
It can be very surreal.
This is it. They're here.
Daddy.
As gay men, they thought they'd never be biological fathers. Then an IVF clinic in Vegas told them they could have twins and each be a father of 1 child.
I mean, what did you think when you were told that the first time?
Wow!
Yeah.
Very busy, Calder.
So while Alexandra and Calder may seem like typical toddlers, they're anything but. They're twins, but only half siblings. Born just minutes apart, they have the same biological mother, but different fathers.
So they harvested the eggs from the egg donor. They fertilized half of those eggs with my sperm, half with Graham's sperm.
The embryos were implanted in the same surrogate at the same time. The Berney-Edwards say they chose to have their children in Canada because they were drawn to the legal framework. They say English law is dated, primarily because it considers the surrogate, and if she has one, her husband, to be the legal parents for the first 6 weeks of the child's life.
In that time, if the surrogate decides to change their mind, you have no recourse. Basically, that's it. Your child is gone, and that is it.
So in the UK, our laws are somewhat archaic.
This fertility and surrogacy lawyer says Canada is a favourite for Brits seeking surrogacy.
I think it gives an element of certainty. It gives the transparency, which we can't offer always, and it gives a very clear structure.
Spearman says while UK surrogates and intended parents do draw up contracts outlining their agreement, the contracts aren't legally binding. Neither country allows for payment to surrogates other than to cover expenses. It's another reason the Berney-Edwards chose Canada and Meg Stone.
Oh, Mom, you should have done that. 1, 2, 3.
Stone and her children live in Hamilton, Ontario. She says she was also drawn to the Berney-Edwards profile.
They mentioned that they wanted twins, and I'm always up for a challenge. And they also said they wanted lifelong friendship, which was also something I wanted.
After an agonizing wait, they found out it had worked. Stone was pregnant with twins.
Yeah, I think we sat there for probably a couple of hours, sort of going through elation to crying to thinking, what have we done?
It's very much a yay! Oh, no!
After a couple of false alarms that saw the dads dashing off to Canada early, Alexandra and Calder arrived in Canada. Meg continues to watch the twins, now 21 months old, grow from afar, swapping messages and photos. Happy birthday! Even making the trip to the UK for the twins' first birthday.
Birthday to you.
Hey, guys!
Wow! Don't you look well?
Stone doesn't seem to think what she did is very extraordinary, even though she's doing it again for another couple, currently pregnant with twins.
I love being a mom, and why wouldn't I want to help somebody else do that too? So, bye.
She maintains she wouldn't want to be paid for helping others have children, but there is a debate in Canada about whether paying surrogates should be decriminalized. Simon and Graeme say when it comes to surrogacy law, Canada has it right. But that doesn't mean it was easy or cheap. They still spent tens of thousands of dollars on Stone's expenses, agency and legal fees, not to mention the travel back and forth.
Every single penny, cent was worth it.
Yeah. I love Ontario because there are lots of interesting things to see.
Although none of their biological parents are Canadian, Alexandra and Calder are Canadian citizens. Their parents say it's an important part of their heritage.
They can't have a relationship with their biological mother, the egg donor. It's an anonymous donor, and so that's why it's really important to us that they do know where they've come from. What's this one?
Goodbye.
Explaining it all to the children has already begun.
Sleep. I'll blow a kiss goodnight to make sure all of Canada will have sweet dreams tonight.
Kayla Hounsell, CBC News, Red Hill, England.